Chúng ta sẽ đọc chương 1 của môn tiếng Anh chuyên ngành marketing nhé. Alright, and in this chapter we will revisit some main concepts, some core concepts of marketing. Alright, so always we begin with redefining marketing. Now, what is marketing? Marketing has a lot of different definitions, and in fact, marketing definitions change over time. It does not stay unchanged. So, what definition should we choose today? For me, I particularly like the definition of marketing from American Marketing Association several years ago. Now, they define marketing as a process. Marketing is a process. It's not just an activity. Now, but when you say about process, it must include steps, right? It's a process basically with 2 steps. At first, you want to write out a plan, and then you want to turn this plan into action, into reality, and we call it executive. So marketing is a process of planning and executing what? What do we plan to execute? I think here comes the concepts of marketing principles that you would remember the most. That is the 4 P's. Now let's recall what are the 4 P's. Now in 4 P's we have product, price, distribution, or as it plays, and we have promotion. Okay. Now in the 4 P's, product, price, distribution, promotion. These are all the core activities of marketing, and we will spend about a chapter on each of these later on. Okay. Now, marketers, what they do is, they plan and execute these 4 main activities. But to do what? The goal. What is the goal of marketing? Now, you can argue that the final goal of marketing is to make money, but we don't want to say that. All right. The goal of marketing here is to create meaningful exchanges to basically satisfy the customers. All right. Now, from this definition, we have a lot to say. One more time, let's look at the marketing definition here. It's a process of planning, executing the 4 P's so that we can create meaningful exchanges to basically satisfy our customers. Let's look at this part, satisfying the customers. Now, I would argue with you, in a little bit you will see that the satisfying the customers has slightly changed. The ultimate goal of marketer is not to satisfy customers at all costs anymore. Well, at least for more innovative businesses, and you'll see why. All right, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But now, questions. We say satisfy the customers. So what exactly do we satisfy? We satisfy customers' needs and wants or demands, right? Now, customers' need is something we've heard over and over again. Let's define need then. Now, need. Then what is a need? Need is a state of deprivation. Deprive nghĩa là thiếu. Nếu bạn nào nói là I'm very sleep deprived, có nghĩa là tôi bị thiếu ngủ ạ. Trạng thái thiếu cái gì đó. It's a state of deprivation. Now this definition doesn't seem to help much. So let's classify needs. Now, basically, there are many different authors classifying needs differently, but we'll go with what Philip Kotler has done. Now, for needs, we have 3 main kinds of needs. 3 kinds of needs. Now, 3 main kinds of needs. What do we need the most? What do we have to have? Otherwise, we will die. Now, that is cool. You can guess it. Physical needs. Now, in physical needs, our needs are translated into, food, air, water, And so that's why we have this group that is very important, physical needs. Now, the second kind of need, social needs. Now, what does it mean? Well, they argue that once we have enough food to eat, enough water to drink, and we're healthy human beings, we start to seek for social relationship or social affection. All right. So social needs can be the need to belonging, the need of belonging, the need of feeling belonging, to some family or to some group of people, or the need for affection, love, friendship. All right. So now, once you have nothing to eat, you have friends, you have family, what else do you need? The last kind of need here we have is called individual needs, the need to fulfill ourselves, the need of self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment, different people fulfill their self differently. Now, some people may want more knowledge. Okay, they may study more, they may want to get more knowledge of different things, or some people want to express themselves better. So self-expression. Okay, the need to do things that help define you and help differentiate you from other people. For example, what kind of clothes should I wear so that I can stand out among the crowd? Or even what kind of accent I want to speak English with, so that it also help build my own self-image. And that's also another need for self-expression. You see, it's getting more vague. This is the easiest, right? So this, with the three kinds of needs, I think it would be easier as a marketer to understand where these needs come from. So we have the three sources of needs. Now, three sources of need. Now, as you say, as you have seen here, you can guess. The first kind, source of need, can come from our physical body. Now, our physical body has a lot of problems. We feel hungry, that's why we need food. Our body feels pain, that's why we need pain reliever medication. Our body feels sleepy, that's why we need sleep. So that's those basic needs come from our physical body. All right. Now, but of course, there are many needs come from different sources. What is the second source? The second source can be, when we talk about physical, we also talk about mental, right? And the third one can come from our mentality. Now, our mentality is our mind, what we want to do. Like something we want to do on an impulse. Like suddenly, I want to eat, fried chicken. I'm not really particularly hungry, but I just feel the crave for fried chicken. So that's why I can say that that craving for fried chicken comes from a mentality. And our mentality decides quite a few of needs, right? Suddenly you want to go shopping. Suddenly you want to buy a new phone. And that's the need to buy a new phone comes from your mind, your head, all right? And so, what's the third kind of need? If we have physical, we have mental, what else can we offer? No, we can't, because the third one comes from our external sources. The external sources. Sources that are outside of our body, like our friends, our family, or the environment. And most significantly, I guess, marketers. Alright. You can be perfectly fine, but suddenly your friends, after the take-home day, your friends show up in class and having a brand new need to buy a new model of the phone comes from your friends, right? And your family, I know your family has made you do a lot of things. You can give all kind of examples from your family. The environment, like suddenly when I'm traveling on the road and it's raining, and then have the need to buy a raincoat to protect myself. And though that needs come from the environment, and it's a little bit come from the physical source too, because I don't want to get wet, I don't want to get sick. And I have protection from my body, from my physical physicality. So, and lastly, marketers. Now, we are not fully aware of how marketers have created so many needs. We're not fully aware of how many products that we have bought are not, necessary, but we decide to buy them because we are convinced by marketers that we need them. For example, this is a lot of examples, like makeup, removal. Take the cosmetics industry. Now, a lot of girls out there, they've heard about makeup removals. Nước tẩy trang. Any girls who put on makeup, they would think that it is definitely necessary to use makeup removal. But I tell you, I don't use any makeup removals. And the truth is, cái nước rửa mặt của cô ấy, my face gel can remove most of the makeups. Unless, one exception is for the waterproof mascara if you have used one. Other than that, everything goes away with the regular face gel. So, why? But a lot of students are shocked when I say that I do not use makeup removal because you believe it. You believe in the makeup removal so much. And you believe that we have to have it, right? And think about it. Where does that belief come from? Marketers. Come from advertisements. Comes from videos, from makeup gurus that you have watched, right? Because they use it and you think it's necessary, so you use it too. So you are being convinced by marketers. In the past, we did not have any makeup removals, and people were still very pretty, right? So, you see the power of marketers. Now this is getting more interesting. All right. So in here, we want to satisfy the customer's needs. All right. But let's talk about satisfying. Let's move on. What does it mean to satisfy someone? Marketers all talk about is satisfy customers. But what does that mean? Now, satisfy or satisfaction is actually an equation. Satisfaction is achieved when what is equal to what? Can you guess it? Over here we have this, over here we have this. Now, satisfaction is achieved when what you expect, expectation, equals what you get. Now, what you get from the product or from the service, you can say the performance. So, when the performance of the product or service is exactly like what you have expected, now you have achieved a state of satisfaction. Very easy, right? So in here, a lot of problems with advertising in general, that is, through their TV commercials, they have raised customer expectations so high that the performance cannot satisfy it, and the customers become, not very satisfied. They may have a very adequate, a very decent product, but because they have raised the customer expectation, so when they use it and the performance does not deliver the customer expectation, the customers immediately think that the product is not worth buying or is of lower quality. So be careful with this. So as I mentioned, satisfaction is an equation, and now dissatisfaction happens when expectation is more than performance, right? When I expect more than what I receive, I'm not very satisfied. and businesswoman, they think that it's very difficult for them to delight the customers because it's really difficult to satisfy the customers. But no, delighting the customers, you have two different ways to delight your customers, to make your customers extra happy. Extra happy. For example, in here, two ways you can, looking at this, two ways. You can lower expectation or you can raise performance. Now when people say it's difficult to delight the customers is when they thinking about raising performance. They say, oh, I have the best recipe, I have the best bowl of pho. I cannot make a better bowl of pho, so I cannot raise the performance. But they forget that there's another thing that you can do is to lower expectation. And by lower expectation, you should not lower it too much so that the customers will see you have no value. But you can play with this a little bit. For example, when you go for a tour to travel somewhere, they can give you a list of destinations, right? And you expect that you will see all of those destinations, during your tour. But then, when you are on your trip, the tour guide can give you some extra service. When you have free time in the evening, they can take you to some entertainment place without any fees. Now those are examples. That is an example of lowering customer expectation. And once the customer or you get to go to an extra fun place, one night during your trip, you will feel a lot happier than compared to the situation when initially they have written down those extra places on the schedule, right? So in this, remember, satisfying customers is not difficult. Delighting them, not either. Not difficult. Okay, sorry. Moving on with satisfaction. I remember I said that this one is going to change soon. Satisfying the customer is going to change soon. Why? Let's look at the history of marketing. Now we call it 5 marketing management orientation or concept. And for me, this is more like the evolution of marketing. Okay, from way back in the past to the present and to the future. Let's look at how marketing has evolved. Now, in the past, what happened way back in the past? There was very few products. Very few products in the market, even none. Right? For say cookies, there's only one brand of cookies on the market. Anyone who wants to eat cookies have to buy that brand. Alright? And because there are very few products, the supply is way lower than demand. And so what is the central focus of these companies in this era, in this way back in the past? Their main focus is to produce as many products as possible, because they don't care how many products they produce. As long as they have some products on the shelf, the products will be sold out because the demand is really high, right? And in this we call it the production concept. Production is actually từ sản xuất nhỉ? Đây là sự sản xuất. Production concept. Now, moving on, times changes. Here, if very few products become, we have some few products offering for the same demand. A few products, supply and demand. The supply is still lower than demand. Okay, but now you start to have 2 or 3 or several competitors. They start to have 3 brands of cookies instead of just one. So what do? if you are one of the 3 brands of cookies in the market, what do you do to ensure sales? You want to emphasize on the quality of your product. And we call this is the product concept. Where businesses focus, the focus is on the quality of the product. On the quality of the product. Now here, because there are only 3 brands in the market and the customers can easily try all 3 brands and they can decide for themselves which one is the best and they will repeat the purchase for that one. And so this concept works. However, I'm very sad to say that a lot of businesses right now, they still hold this product orientation or this product concept, which is not very true at this day and age. Why? Because right now we have so many products, so many brands of products, so many competitors competing for the same category. So any one of you here had tried all brands of cookies in the supermarket? Possibly not. Alright? Remember, this one only works when the customer can try all the brands that are offered in the market and they can tell which one is the best. But now there are like 200 brands of cookies in the market. The customers are not sure if the product that they buy is the best quality. And in fact, they do not even care. They buy the product based on their funny advertisements, based on the very appealing packaging, based on many different factors. The quality is not as important. And also it's very difficult to be accessed right now because of so many competitors. So this product concept, I guess, does not work right now unless you are in a monopoly or almost like very tight oligopoly kind of market. Alright, so moving on. Now, we have to have several competitors, right? Several competitors, we start to have more like 10. Okay, and this one, then this stage is already more difficult. It's getting more difficult for the customer to evaluate or to assess the quality of the product. The quality of the product. So, now what do businesses do? They find out that if so, what I want to do is spend a lot of effort on selling. Now, I want to spend effort on selling means approaching the customers directly. Approaching the customers. And I guess this time was about the 90s or the 80s and 90s in Vietnam, where you see that everything is sold on the cart. Người ta đi bán rong tất cả mọi thứ ấy. Và thời kỳ này tôi đoán là marketing được chỉ là tiếp thị tức là bán hàng, selling. Alright. In this concept, they believe that even if you have a good product, the customer does not know. So what I should do is I should approach a customer, I should talk to them in person, I should bring the product to my customers' hands and then make them try it and make them see it, touch it, so that they will be convinced and they will buy it. And that's why this is called a selling concept. Now, move on. Right now, it's kind of the present when we have the modern marketing concept. Nào, đây là marketing hiện đại, bắt đầu này. Và cái quyển sách của chúng ta là quyển Principles of Marketing của ông Philip Kotler, cũng là trai đẻ của marketing hiện đại. Và ông Philip Kotler vẫn còn sống 18 mấy tuổi, gần 90 tuổi, và các bạn sẽ hiểu là marketing hiện đại nó mới mẻ như thế nào. Right, it's very new. It's very new. So marketing in this we start to have lots of competition. All right. The competition is really fierce. And so, now customers want to, the focus is to satisfy the customer. Satisfy the customers by bringing them the best value possible. This is marketing concept. Alright, and in this case, marketing consists of at least 4 P's. Now 4 P's here, you have to have a product. Right, you have a product, and then you have to build a product, and then you should decide a price for it. Not only a price, you should also think about how to distribute it, the distribution channels, and then how to promote it so the customers know and like and want to buy it. That is the jobs of the marketers. So marketers is not about selling. Ngày nay xin đừng bạn nào dịch marketing là tiếp thị nữa. Marketing ngày nay dịch là marketing, vì marketing là một từ đã được Việt hóa. Right? Marketing is way more than selling. Selling is only like a very, very small part of the modern marketing concept. Okay? So, that was marketing. And you see, satisfying the customers. Here, satisfying the customers. But I said that this one is changing soon. Why? Because we have this last concept. It is the last one for now, but in the future, who knows? Social or societal marketing concept. Societal marketing concepts talk about companies producing products that are beneficial for the whole society. Well, not just the customers, so in opposed to satisfying individual customers. What does it mean, like beneficial to the whole society? It means that you want to do something that is more sustainable, bền vững, sustainable. For example, in the past, now when we want everything to be fast and convenient, what do they think of? They think of single-use plastic, đúng không? Nhựa dùng một lần. Và có thể mang đi rất tiện lợi, đúng không? Nhưng bây giờ rất nhiều doanh nghiệp bắt đầu không sử dụng nhựa dùng một lần nữa. Và sử như là những cái cửa hàng trà sữa chẳng hạn, họ có thể đòi các bạn là nếu mà muốn mang đi thì phải tự mang cốc của mình. Và đấy chắc chắn không phải là satisfy the customers, bởi vì không phải người nào cũng happy với điều đấy. Rất nhiều khách hàng cảm thấy khó chịu khi mà phải mang cốc của mình, hoặc là không mang cốc của mình thì sẽ không được mua take away, đúng không? Và chắc chắn nó không phải là modern marketing, nó không phải là satisfying the customers, nhưng mà nó sẽ là social marketing, bởi vì cái hành động không sử dụng nhựa dùng một lần đấy nó tốt cho cả xã hội, đúng không? Người khách hàng đấy có thể không hài lòng 100%, nhưng mà cái việc làm đấy nó lại tốt cho tất cả mọi người in the future, nó rất là bền vững, đúng không? Thành ra là nó sẽ là một hoạt động của social marketing concept. Và nên cô mới nói là cái goal của marketing nó có thể được thay đổi trong tương lai, nó có thể biến thành là creating full changes, satisfying the customers, sustainably, like green marketing. Okay. Alright. So these are different concepts of marketing, and I think we're pretty good for this chapter. So your job, your homework. Yes, we have homework. Your homework. Something I have not discussed yet. That is something called a market offering and value proposition. There's two things. I want you to define these two concepts, and then I want you to show how these two concepts relate to each other. Okay, how these two concepts relate to each other. What similarities, what differences do they share? Okay, alright, so that's it for chapter 1. Thank you.